How's the team doing right now? You guys obviously coming off 2 losses, 7 of the last 8. How's the attitude? How are the guys doing in the locker room?
Upbeat, to be honest with you. Guys are excited about the next opportunity that we have coming up this week. I thought we had a good team meeting this morning when Coach kind of laid out the focus for the week, and I think guys were receptive to that in practice and in meetings, and looking to springboard that process of day in and day out for the rest of this week and taking it a day at a time.
Does it get frustrating at this point in the season?
Which part?
Just the losses mounting up.
Oh, for sure. The losses definitely get frustrating. But the opportunity to come out there and play again and to lace it up with your teammates and go out there and try to win a game, I think that supersedes, I think is the right word, correct? Supersedes the frustration, and I think that's the mindset that you have to have, and I think that's the mindset that these guys do have.
When you go back and look at your tape, and I know the overarching thing is the wins and losses, but when you watch that tape, did it look to you how you played as good as the stats looked? I mean, I know you didn't want the 2 interceptions.
Yeah. Did it look as good as what?
I mean, did you? I mean, you threw for 450 yards. You completed all those passes. Like, did you feel like, okay, when I looked at this, I'm fairly happy with how I played. I didn't have to dissect it too much in terms of, or were there still lots of things you know, like I wish.
Yeah, it's some plays that I definitely am like harping on myself about that. I mean, I got completions on some plays, but it's just like, man, I could have threw it here, I could have threw it there. Not that I was like out there like being like check down Charlie or anything, but like it was more of like just when you think about situations and stuff like that to where, be a little bit more aggressive here, be a little bit less aggressive here. I think anything you kind of go back and you kind of, dissect like how would that have changed the outcome of certain plays, certain parts of the game. I definitely see that. I definitely thought I was seeing it well, and it just a couple of those plays.
Jacoby, there's a lot of completions at any level you ever had. That many completions?
That many completions? Well, for one, I don't think nobody's ever had that many completions in a game. In college and high school, no, definitely not. I definitely don't think so.
When you saw that number, just what came to mind?
I didn't feel it in the game. I didn't feel like I had that many completions. Just because you look at the score, it's just like, damn, it doesn't feel like it doesn't equate to much, The thing that I was most proud of was 0 sacks. You drop back that many times and you don't get sacked. That's impressive. I think that's a testament to our guys up front, the plan that they had going into the game and trying to keep me upright and clean, and to the backs and the tight ends and all the guys that had a part in the protection plan, and the receivers just running and getting open, and being able to be available. So I think that's probably the most impressive stat of that. I hope they put that in the thing.
Would you trade all that for a win?
Come on now. I would be sick if I didn't think like that.
With how well Michael played, and we've talked about this many times about you as you build this chemistry with these guys as you played more. But does it feel like you guys, the two of you, have hit this really good level of chemistry, or whatever you want to call it, rapport?
Have we hit it? I think we're working towards it. I don't think you're ever, at least maybe you are, you just never know, but you never really feel like it's all the way there. It's always a couple things where it's just like I was thinking, we're throwing a blazer, a go route, post, whatever you call it, in the game, and I kind of kept him a little bit straight, and I'm like, I should have brought him over to a little bit to the left, a little bit. So it's just things like that to where it's just like you're still getting better. I thought he played, that's one of the most impressive games I've seen from a receiver, in this league. Hoping just to continue to build off that. He's one of those guys that, after, every play at every series, he was coming up talking to me and on the sideline, and I just felt his energy, I thought that was very commendable. Yeah.
What are you seeing from Trey that's making you guys so successful in the red zone? Was it 6 touchdowns in 5 games together?
Yeah, I think it leads on the practice field. It's when he suits up, I think he's a threat. He's just one of those players where, obviously you got to, find ways to get him the ball, but the ball just finds him. It's not, and that's what he went through the first couple of drives and didn't get a touch, and he's like, man, I'm not getting the ball all day today, and then he goes for 120 or something, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? It's just he's just one of those guys that, you know, football just comes easy to him, you know, and yeah.
Does he say that to you in the huddle? I'm not getting the ball? Or?
No, he doesn't say that, but I can look at him and tell. Yeah.
You're very even keeled. Are you enjoying being the starter, or are
I
you not
love
even
it.
thinking about it?
I love it. I mean, this is what I dreamed of as a kid. Dreamed. DREAM. Is it T at the end? Yeah. With that word, yeah. I wanted to be in this position all my life, you know, and it's come in different waves in my career, obviously. But whenever I do get the opportunity, I make the most of it. And I mean, it may seem like I'm a kid inside. You know what I mean? I'm having a lot of fun. Obviously, want to go win games and stuff like that. But you know, I mean, I would have gave a lot of money in year 10 to be still playing in this league and being able to start, go out there and you know, go out there and compete. So you know, I'm definitely enjoying myself as far as the opportunity aspect. Obviously, want to win, but yeah, I'm enjoying myself.
Where do you learn to balance your emotions then, like keep yourself like this?
Y'all just only see this part of it. But I mean, I tell you, I started going to therapy probably 6 years ago when I was in Indy. Yeah, in Indy. And I mean, I think that just changed my life, you know, and being able to, you know, I kind of said it in my first two press conferences with you guys, just like you don't ride the wave of emotions. You know, you kind of, you know, just go through it. And you enjoy the good as much as you enjoy the bad, you know, and you just make the most of it.
Do you find yourself calmer in games now, like at this point of your career than maybe in the beginning?
Oh yeah, I would be cursing up a storm about 6 years ago. I'd be cussing up a storm during the game, even for good stuff, you know. And now, I mean, I still curse a little bit for the good stuff and for the bad stuff, but it's just not as much. But definitely more, I guess, reserve is the right word, and being able to, I think it's helped me kind of, you know, see the game a little bit easier. Not easier, because nothing is easy, but a little bit cleaner. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of words going through my head. It's more kind of just like the game plan and kind of what the defense is doing is the only thing that really kind of goes through my head throughout the game.
It does help to be a little more calm in a game.
For me, it does. Some people kind of get going for being riled up. I don't think I can do that on a consistent basis and play well. I think I can do it a little bit, like whether we like make a play or something like that. I kind of get a little bit juiced up, but other than that, I kind of try to go to the next play.
Jacoby, you've been on winning teams, you've been on now this team struggling to get wins. Is there a difference between the two in the way guys approach practice or games or anything that you can pinpoint?
No, I think the main thing is process. You know, the thing about it in this league is like you can do the right things, you can have the right process and still lose. That's just life, you know what I mean? You can do good things and you don't get the job you want, or you know, the amount of money you want, or whatever the case may be. I just think right now we're at the part where it's just like the only thing that really matters is the process and how are we getting ourselves to the game to give ourselves the best chance to have an opportunity to win. You know, I think that's the most important part of the whole piece. It's like you got to sacrifice the results to say like, hey, you know what, maybe I need to tweak this in my process, or I'm doing this right in my process. I need more of this, because ultimately those where the wins come. You know, what I mean, the scoreboard is never really always a reflection of the work you put in. It's just a byproduct at some point. But I think more so like guys and being around a lot of young guys, you know, some guys you gotta kind of, hey, listen, keep going back to the process, and you know, hopefully you get the results you want, but it gives you a chance to understand what to do better, or you're doing right or wrong, you know.
Do you seem like you're working harder or pushing, pressing more when the losses are stacking up versus when you're winning?
I don't think pressing ever is the right thing to do. I think it's more of like is when you have a process, you know where to tweak it. You know, if I need more film time, I need more practice time, I need more time with my coaches, or more film time, like stuff like that. I think that's where you press more of is in that nature. I think you go out on the field and press, I think that it starts to get bad and you lose jobs.
You guys have been chasing points the last couple games. How important would it be to get out to a hot start?
Trust me, we chase points all games. Every play, we're chasing points. You know what I mean? That's the most important part, is to score points in this league. And, you know, and we got to do a better job of that. You know what I mean? I think that starts with me for sure. You know what I mean? We got in the red zone, you got to score touchdowns. You know what I mean? you're not gonna win a lot of games kicking field goals. The yards are the yards, but if you can, case in point, last game, we got more yards than them, had time of possession more than them, and they scored touchdowns, and we did it. I think that's what it kind of boils down to in this league.
I know some of those penalties on Sunday were a little bit questionable, but a lot of them weren't, just like illegal shifts and stuff like that, like, they happen. Like, how does a team become more disciplined? I mean, do you say, because at times this team has seemed disciplined, how does it, I guess the wild swings, I guess.
Yeah, I think that was let me see if I use the right word, anomaly in this process. But it definitely it goes back to process. It's like we're running the play and we're going on the first down. Hey, we need to get up and get our feet set. It's knowing where to line up at. It's knowing, hey, I need to check with the ref right on this play. Like I'm the receiver that's on the line of scrimmage. So it's things like that to where, you got to kind of check that. And I think that's one of the things that when we came back into it's like, hey, how did we get to the point where we're up against the clock and we got to snap the ball fast and we get illegal shifts? It's more of like, did we get back into the huddle fast enough? Did we hear the call clean enough? Did I enunciate it well enough? Did I give guys enough time to get their feet set? So I think a lot of those things kind of play into the part, and I think I wouldn't say it was where it was. It's fair to say it's undisciplined. I think it's more of like bad luck of the draw.
You've been very active with the offensive teammates since you've been a starter, whether that's getting the guys together before the game in Indy to huddle up or go downfield to celebrate a touchdown. Have you always been like that, and kind of where did that come from, and why do you do that?
Yeah, man, I think this league's hard. I think playing in NFL is hard. Having success in NFL is hard. Getting able to put a helmet on is hard, And when the one time you get to celebrate the good, celebrate it, One time you get to line up in the huddle with the guys, celebrate it, It's a lot of guys, a lot of people that want to be in this position, and you can't take that for granted based on the noise from the outside of, oh, you've lost this many games and, you suck and you can't do this right. It's well, I'm still doing it, I still get to walk through the building. I think as I've been in this league 10 years, fortunate to be in this league for 10 years, you see a lot of things come and go, and when it's gone, it's gone. I got a lot of friends who I started this league with, and they're texting me in the middle of the game, and it's like, yeah, I'm still in it. Like I can't look at my phone right now. I'm still in. You know what I mean? So you realize that, and it's not because they want to talk to me. It's because they want to be in it. They want to do it. They want to be able to suit up again. They want to be able to, hit somebody again, things of that nature. So, like, I think the most important part is having the gratitude to say, you know what, like, if whatever the case may be, I'm gonna still enjoy something in this thing that I'm doing. Because if not, you might as well stop, because this is gonna get harder. You know what I mean? The older you get in it gets harder. The more you lose, it gets harder. The more noise you hear, it gets harder. And the one thing that you can kind of keep out is when you get in the huddle and when you walk in the building.